Now the story of two parents who thought they had lost their son to autism. They got him out of his shell of silence, they say, through the magic of movies. Disney movies, to be specific. Disney, of course, is the parent company of ABC News. And ABC's Deborah Roberts has more.
I'm Peter Pan, and you Captain.
Oh, I'm Captain Hook, you're Peter Pan. Okay, come on.
A precious home video. Make-believe between a 2-year-old boy and his dad. But this moment in time would later mean so much more.
And we just watched it over and over, like, how could this be possible? Here he is just a few months ago.
Goodbye, Peter Pan.
Not long after filming this scene in 1993, Owen Suskind's world halted. He stopped talking, showing affection, and engaging in the world around him. His parents, Ron and Cornelia, soon got a shattering diagnosis: regressive autism. Must have been devastating.
We just froze, you know, and the doctor started to explain, okay, this is going to change your life. He may never get his speech back. Many of the kids don't.
Ron, an award-winning Wall Street Journal reporter, gifted with words, but now his own son has none.
Well, Owen just started to vanish. Couldn't look at you. He walked around like someone with their eyes closed.
4-year-old Owen's language gibberish, his frustration growing.
And he's saying, juicervose, juicervose, juicervose. And Cornelia thought he wanted more juice, so she gives him the juice. He knocks the cup over.
Hey, don't worry.
And
A hallmark of autism is a focused interest in a particular topic. For some, it's Star Trek, others maps. For Owen, Disney movies. He was fixated on a pivotal scene from The Little Mermaid.
It won't cost much, just your voice.
so he rewinds it the second time, then the third time, and Cornelia says it's not juice. What does Ursula say?
It won't cost much, just your voice.
It won't cost much, just your voice.
And I grab Owen and say, just your voice. And he looks at me for the first time in a year and says, juicervose. And that was, pandemonium broke out in the bedroom.
20 years later, Owen and his family are sharing their hard-won journey in a new documentary, Life Animated.
I see Owen on the bed. I see Iago, the puppet. Now, Iago is the evil sidekick to the villain Jafar from Aladdin.
Get a grip!
I grab the puppet. I pull it up to my elbow. I say to him,
Owen, how does it feel to be you?
And I said, not good, because I don't have any friends.
and then we talk. It's the first conversation we've ever had.
A remarkable discovery. Owen had memorized every line from every Disney movie, and the family now realized by speaking in those characters' voices, they could communicate with their son. The Suskinds would spend the next several years immersing themselves in Owen's world.
We were living a kind of double life. I'm interviewing presidents, and at night, we're animated characters.
What did you feel when you were watching those movies?
Felt like I was in a better, safe place.
And the world was so noisy, coming at him, overwhelming him. And as Cornelia says, the movies were the one thing that didn't change.
One of the things that can happen with the Disney movies is that children will learn parts of the script.
Dr. Rebecca Landa, who spent 20 years working with children with autism, says it's important to pay close attention to what they're trying to express.
They can't put together the words from scratch to express their idea. So they're borrowing from the movie.
There you see her.
Beyond the storylines, Owen feels a kinship with certain characters.
And it wasn't just the movies, it was the sidekicks.
The sidekicks, yeah.
What is it about the sidekicks, Owen?
They are so fun-loving, wacky, and entertaining, and also help the heroes fulfill their destiny.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Do most people think the sidekicks are important?
No.
No.
The question is, who are you?
Did you feel a little like a sidekick yourself?
I sure did.
In fact, he compares people in his life to sidekicks from Disney movies.
You know, lad, that love business is a powerful thing.
Dad, Merlin from The Sword and the Stone.
Off to the cupboard with you now, Chip.
Mom,
Past your bedtime.
Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast.
Good night, love.
What sidekick does Deborah remind you of?
I say Rosie the spider from A Bug's Life.
So, what do we do first?
Tell Deborah what Rosie the spider's like.
Fun and kind and caring.
Owen Owen is just one of many with autism who are drawn to Disney stories.
What's his name?
Colleen Sautelaire says her 22-year-old son Jonathan finds great comfort in the movies, especially Toy Story.
His mood changes. Like if it comes on, he'll just stop and watch it and calm down. He has an adult costume of Buzz Lightyear, and he does sometimes sleep in it.
May I have your attention, please?
For Owen, animated movies have opened a window into friendships. He even started a Disney club at his school.
We watch parts of Disney animated films and discuss them and see what they're really about in our lives.
They're speaking the language of Disney to each other. It's like magic.
Embracing their son's complex world has led Ron and Cornelia to see life differently.
There are many affinities. They're kids who are Harry Potter kids and Star Wars kids. They use these passions as code breakers to crack the codes of themselves, their place in the world, their identity.
A lesson for parents of children with autism who worry their kids are too obsessed with certain subjects. It can be a good thing, says Dr. Landa.
If you take those interests, but you just wiggle a little further away from them, slowly but surely, you can bring in new experiences for children.
One of those new experiences, real-life interaction with an animated character. This Broadway performance of Aladdin was held specifically for people with autism. Jonathan and his mom were eager to attend.
Usually when I go someplace, I'm all stressed out because Jonathan is sometimes unpredictable with his behavior. Here, I'm not worried at all.
Owen's love for Aladdin was so infectious, he won the heart of Jonathan Freeman, the voice of Jafar in the film, who now plays him on Broadway.
What? Wait for Jafar! What if you were the job husband?
The idea has value.
Owens also made other well-known friends. At the New York premiere of Life Animated, he joined his family in a sing-along with award-winning composer Alan Menken, who wrote so many of Owen's favorite tunes. Today, at 25, Owen is working and living on his own. Unlike Peter Pan, he's happily growing up.
He changed, but he didn't become less. We just needed to learn who he was.
For Nightline, I'm Deborah Roberts in New York.